What do people do about 5G? I get emails every day from people that are saying, Brian, we're concerned about this, but we don't know what to do about it. What can people do?
Well, I mean, ideally, vast numbers of people get together and say, we're not having it, switch it off. Because the cult's behind it. Because one of the things I've been pointing out over these decades is I called it originally a long time ago the technological sub-reality that they were planning, and they now call it the smart grid. They have a name for it. And that is where everything is connected to the internet, including the human brain through AI eventually, and not that long into the future if you believe what they say in Silicon Valley, the cult agent assets there. And the idea is that they create this, well, they've got a name for it, which actually sums it up really, cloud, a technological cloud around the planet. And they want to connect us to it. I mean, Google executives like Ray Kurzweil are openly saying that that's what they plan to do. And so we would basically become connected to AI. AI would become our thinking and emotional processes. They are saying that too. People like Kurzweil are saying that once AI is connected to the human brain, he's talking about 2030, then AI would do more and more of human thinking until human thinking as we know it now would be basically negligible. They're his words. And so all these satellites are going up, Musk and other companies, but he's the overwhelming one who's doing it.
He tweeted out the other day, we have to get back to work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whether we get back to work or not, his 5G frequencies are going to be beaming at the Earth. Because if you're creating this cloud, this technologically generated, if you like, Wi-Fi cloud reality, which would be 5G, they need at least 5G to make this thing work. That's why it's been rolled out without testing, because they know if they publicly test it and study it, it would never get rolled out because it's lethal, cumulatively lethal particularly. So if you're going to have this cloud and you're going to connect everyone to it, then you have to have this 5G everywhere on every inch of the planet. That's what they're putting satellites up, thousands, tens of thousands of them to do. And so once that happens, human thinking as we know it now will be over because AI will be thinking. See, up to this point, they have had to manipulate and control information, to manipulate perception, to manipulate behavior. Behavior comes from perception. Perception comes from information received. This is why you have all the censorship, so they can control the narrative, they can control the information, they can control the perception, they control the behavior, as we've seen so clearly in this lockdown. But the idea, the end game, is they don't even have to manipulate perception anymore because it's coming direct through AI. And what they're doing is preparing, and this is very relevant, I'll come to why in a minute with this lockdown. They are preparing people psychologically to be fused with machines. This is relevant to the vaccine. I'll come to that as well. To be fused with machines. What is AI connecting to the human brain? It's fusing you with machines. So what they want is a human-machine relationship and not a human-human relationship.